Yo, it's Renan, and let's talk about what type of mouse grip you should have. We have a few of the main options. We have the claw grip, the palm grip, and the fingertip grip. We also have a few wildcard mouse grips that don't have names, so I'm going to make them up right here. We have the hide the pinky grip, literal point and click grip, and even the aimbot with RSI grip. And while there isn't a clear winner for the mouse grips, it should be apparent that you can kind of get away with many different grips at a high level. And personally, after aim training for so long, I feel like your hand kind of develops your optimized grip the more you practice. But if you're a new player who wants to start off with a good grip, we should talk about the main factors and what makes a good grip. One of the major concerns with a mouse grip is how mobile your hand is in order to aim in every direction seamlessly. This is why people tend not to recommend the palm grip, as those pesky downward movements become way harder, as well as micro movements to the left and right. This is why many grips like to have your fingers a little bit above the mouse, as you give yourself more room to move the mouse in every direction. However, if you're one of those low sense TAC FPS players, many have their hand hard planted on the mouse like it's going to come alive at any second. And this is because for games with low sensitivity, you can actually have more of your hand on the mouse, as micro movements can be done with your wrist more so than your fingers. But you'll notice as you increase your sensitivity, making micro movements with the mouse requires your fingers to move and not your wrist. I've run into this issue because my grip places the right side of my hand as well as my pinky on the mouse, and I have issues making micro movements to the right. If you're an aim trainer player though, or you just play multiple games on different sensitivities, I would recommend giving your fingers more room to breathe because they do a lot more of the heavy lifting than you'd think. And one last thing, let's talk about the tension in your mouse grip, because some people have built up a death grip on the mouse in order to maximize control. But just like with a lot of sports, having a tight grip just leads to injury and a lack of fluidity in your movement. You don't want your hand to look like this guy, and then giving yourself the added benefit of wrist problems. All aiming can be done with a great amount of looseness, and if you're having trouble making certain movements like hitting pixel heads in Valorant on your sensitivity with a loose grip, the issue could be a lack of skill.
Skill issue. No maidens.
Or it could be that your sense is too hard to control in general. There's a reason people use low sensitivity in TAC FPS, because it's far easier to flick and hit small targets when your sensitivity is lower, which allows you to keep a looser grip in general. I've been slowly lowering my sensitivity to increase my Valorant accuracy, so you potentially should too. It's better for your hand and wrist in the long run. As you keep that grip super loose, you're gonna have a lot better of a time in the long run. Alright, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching.